Welcome, anime fans. I'm Anime Outlet.
What if Deku had anime's powers? Part 3. Sorry about yesterday where it just ended abruptly. Something must have happened when I was editing the video, so it just decided not to do the outro when I was editing, so I ended up publishing a video without an outro, so I'm sorry for that, and thank you guys for making me hit to 3,000 subscribers. It has not happened by the time I'm recording this, but probably by the end of sometime today, I will hit 3K. And once I hit 5,000 subscribers, why not? I guess I'll just do a face reveal, I guess, if I end up hitting 5,000. But that's only if my hair ends up growing back, because my haircut is absolute crap right now. At-home haircuts, because they're all closed. But getting into the what if. Izuku just went Super Saiyan Blue and charged right in on Goku Black, only to remember right before he was about to punch him as Izuku stops. He remembers there was somebody that basically looked like him but had the same clothes as Goku Black. There was basically an Izuku with his exact powers. So Izuku just starts powering up again as Goku Black steps back and says, "What are you doing?" As the ground starts to shake, just like when it happened when Goku Black went into Super Saiyan Rose. All of a sudden, a huge pink power erupts from Izuku as he is now in Super Saiyan Rose as well. Goku Black, obviously confused, just says, "What? How? How did you get Super Saiyan Rose?" As Izuku just smiles and says, "Somebody before me in a different universe has this power. They gifted it to me by me eating the anime fruit. Some of you guys said it should be the multiverse fruit, so now it is. I ate the multiverse fruit, and many my different selves, one of them just happened to have your power, so I'm using it to defeat you." As Izuku makes a Keyblade in his hand and charges right in on Goku Black. Goku Black quickly makes a Keyblade as well, as they both stop each other, kind of like sword fighting. If you've ever seen that, where in anime where both swords are connected, kind of like Star Wars, something like that. As Izuku jumps back and a huge scythe starts to appear. Goku Black does the same, and a huge scythe appears as well. They both charge in each other, and each blow they throw, or each fist they throw, will be blocked. Each slice will be blocked. They are basically evenly matched. They have the exact same power. But this is also when Izuku remembers something. Once again, he starts thinking and says, "Wait, I have the power of Ultra Instinct. I could have used that, but that'd just be boring. I guess I can just use a Hakai." As Izuku jumps back and makes his hand flat as a weird purple ball appears. Goku Black looks shocked at the amount of energy it is, as he remembers having a vision about one Zamasu being destroyed by something that looked exactly the same. This Goku Black tries to run away, only for Izuku to chase him down, grab him, pin him down, and use the Hakai on him, making him disappear. All of this was happening while the UA teachers were shocked. Nobody in the school had a name Goku Black, so they were just wondering, who was this kid? Where did he come from? And why was he here? While they were wondering that, Izuku ended up dispersing of Goku Black, so he doesn't exist anymore, as the crowd cheers, only to think, but where'd Goku Black go? Izuku just yells out, Goku Black was evil. He wanted to destroy this planet. Just be glad I made him disappear forever. He's not in the afterlife, as his soul has been destroyed. Nothing remains of him. As Izuku walks away. Now, after this, his classmates, kind of shocked at how he acted, just said congratulations. Now, Izumi and Bakugo were wondering, was that the person that they sent? Is that the person they tried to create using some of Izuku's hair? I mean, he obviously was very powerful, but was that the person they created, and how could Izuku easily destroy them? They decided to hike back up the mountain and into the cave, as they see that it will still take a couple of months in order to complete the evil Izuku. So, after that, all the classmates and all the children return to their classrooms. Once there, Aizawa tells them they will have another 2 weeks to go and study and train for the final exams. Izuku decides just to meditate for those 2 weeks, trying to calm himself down after having to use so much power against Goku Black. He's basically never had to use so much power before. Sure, he used Ultra Instinct on the Nomu, but he's never really had to do that. He could have... Wait, did he use Ultra Instinct on the Nomu? I don't know. But he used a Chidori Rasengan on the Nomu, but he didn't really have to do that. He could have just made a small ki blast, flicked it at him, and exploded, killing the Nomu. He never really had to use so much power in desperation to win, to save his planet. Since he never had to do this, he's just wondering. He needs to calm himself down. He also wonders, is there going to be more foes that are just as strong as me? Could there possibly be somebody who is equal in strength and power? So the 2 weeks end up passing, as it is now time for the final exams for the first years. Izuku, along with his classmates, line up, getting ready for what is to become of what will happen. Now Izuku ends up getting ready to do the written portion of the exam. He does it and gets a pretty high score. But once it's time for the practical or fighting part of the exam, where they have to fight teachers, Izuku is struggling with his mind. Should he end it quickly or draw the fight out? He doesn't want to use too much energy, as after seeing how powerful Goku Black was, could somebody possibly be just as strong, and if so, he needs to conserve his energy. So, while Bakugo was going to fight All Might, Izuku stayed back on the sidelines, wondering, what could possibly be so strong? Izuku is conflicted. Should he help Bakugo? Should he not? If he helps Bakugo, could he possibly be blindsided by someone even stronger than Goku Black and possibly killed? Izuku doesn't want his universe, his world, to be destroyed, and he doesn't want to let the multiverse and tons of universe Izukus that gave him their power go to waste. So he's forced to be on the sidelines, conflicted with himself. He doesn't know if he should fight. Should he or should he not? As he sees Bakugo get slammed into a wall on the other side of town, as All Might starts charging right at him as well. Izuku is still conflicting whether he should attack or not, so he leaves himself open as All Might easily gets a punch off on Izuku, who is sent flying back into a building. Of course, it does nothing because of how strong Izuku is, but he's basically like Kirito, I believe that's his name, from Sword Art Online. Sure, Izuku can move and has full reign over his body, but Kirito basically was... This is kind of spoilers. I never watched Sword Art Online. I just know what happened to Kirito. Like, his sadness over his friends caused him, like, some type of weird glitch to make him go into a coma outside the game and inside. So, that's basically kind of Izuku's mind. He's conflicted to where he can't really. I mean, he can control his body, but that's only if he can control his thoughts. I mean, I could be completely wrong about Sword Art Online and all this because I've never watched it. I might have watched a couple episodes like late at night when I was trying to fall asleep, but really, Izuku is stuck in limbo between his mind and his needs. So Bakugo ends up getting up and charging at All Might only to be hit back once more. This is the point where Izuku just says, I'll finish this quickly, as he makes a ki blast the size of the palm of his hand and flicks it at All Might, trying to conserve the most power as possible. It hits All Might, knocking him out of the city as Izuku walks Bakugo and them out of the city as well, winning the match but conserving as much energy as possible. Izuku now he senses how strong something is becoming. He knows now that he needs to conserve his energy. He can feel the ki, as if something from another universe just like his was coming to his universe and was building up. All the ki around the world is building up there, making this person stronger. Just like how Izuku has been trying to conserve his energy, trying to stay as strong as possible to fight this thing. So Bakugo and Izuku end up passing the exam. After this, the teachers say they will have 1 month before they will be going on a school field trip training exercise to the woods. Now, Izuku ends up deciding that he must train his heart out in order to become stronger. So Izuku decides to train for that 1 month. While in between it, the class offers to take him to the mall with all the rest of them to try and get supplies, but Izuku turns that down. So Izumi was the person who ended up getting captured by, well, not captured, but forced to tell Shigaraki why Stain was obviously better than him. But that really didn't do anything for himself. Now, after that, it was time for them to go on a field trip. Izuku and his classmates get to the side of a mountain. They're confused as Aizawa told them they will be going to a training camp. Now, on this side of this mountain, Aizawa tells them that they need to find their way to this training camp. Izuku, seeing how his classmates are obviously sad that they're going to have to work to get there, he decides to use a power he has not used yet. The power of Yuno. Now, in Black Clover, Yuno was able to make some type of ride out of his wind. So Izuku does the same as they ride above the clouds, looking for the training camp. They find it faster than the bus even getting there. So while they're waiting, they end up seeing Class 1B getting out of the forest, looking bruised and beat up, as they just say, "What happened to you?" They ask, "Wait, how'd you guys get here so easily?" They just laugh and say, "Oh, we rode one of Izuku's powers. He was able to create some type of ship out of wind." Class 1B just says lucky, as they go back to doing what they were doing. Everything goes as normal, just like in the canon, as the attack happens again. The attack happens just like in canon. Izuku goes help Koda and ends up just easily Hakkaiing Muscular. There's really no need to draw out the fight. So he continues to go around, but was not fast enough to save Izumi and Bakugo. Weeks pass as the heroes finally find where Izumi and Bakugo have been held, as they ask Izuku to help them storm the base. Izuku, who has forgotten all about the disturbance in Ki that he felt, says okay and goes with them. Izuku stays in the sidelines though, as they think he's too young and too inexperienced and doesn't have enough power, even though being probably the strongest at UA in the world. They force him to be on the sidelines. Izuku continues to watch as Izumi and Bakugo are saved by some of his classmates, and how All Might ended up almost losing to All for One. That's the point where Izuku steps in with a Hakai and throws it at All for One, easily killing him. But while Izuku is standing there, just wondering what to do after he Hakai'd All for One and saving All Might, Izuku reaches a hand out to All Might, only to feel a sharp pain in his torso. He looks down, only to see a pink keyblade right through his chest. Izuku slumps over, kind of like how Qui-Gon Jinn did after, spoilers if you haven't seen Star Wars, after he got the lightsaber through his stomach, as Izuku slumps over as his once shining eyes become lifeless. The person in question kicks Izuku's body out the way and says, "Such a shame. The hero version of me had to die so quickly." As all the heroes look at this mysterious figure, only to see what appears to be a darker version of Izuku. And that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy What If Deku Had Anime's Powers Part 3. I hope you guys did enjoy that cliffhanger there. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for 3K subscribers, and goodbye.